Hey guys, we're back with another commentary. Last time we finished, was the last one we did Revenge of the Sith? I don't even
Commentary,
remember.
yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
commentary. Last one we did was Revenge of the Sith with Elena. Nick's here, by the way, guys, in
I'm
case you
here.
were curious.
You thought I
Nick's
wasn't
here.
here. I'm back. I'm that little annoyance that will never go away.
Ooh, like my rash.
I was trying to think of a word for annoyance, like an actual example, but I could not come up with anything.
A gnat, when there's like a
Yeah,
gnat
like a
in the
gnat,
room
yeah.
and it's just flying around. Yeah. But guys, we're back.
We're
We are
back.
stepping away from cape flicks or sci-fi or anything like that. And we're going
Yeah.
with just a straightforward coming-of-age comedy film. We're watching Booksmart today.
Yeah.
Now, this was out, what, 2019, 2018?
Yeah,
2019.
May 2019. I think it came out the same
2019.
day as John Wick 3.
What
What
a
a
movie
day.
to go up against. That's a good day for movies right there.
Yeah.
So this came out the same month that I graduated high school.
Does that make anybody listening feel old?
I feel like when there are people like, oh my god, Superbad was the movie that I watched before I graduated high school. I'm like, I was 7.
You were 6. I was 9 when I saw
6.
Superbad in theaters. And I chose that over a movie that has not quite the same legacy, which is The Brothers Solomon with, I think, Will Arnett and Will Forte. Not so good. I think it might have a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I've never been a big Will Forte guy.
I actually watched MacGruber a couple weeks ago, and it was okay to me. Like, I think I said in my review of that, like, going back to watch comedies from, well, not just from that era, but just comedies that I haven't seen and watching them by myself, most of them just kind of end up feeling okay to me, nothing else, and that was one of them. But I don't really know Will Forte otherwise. He's in this
I know
movie,
him for
though.
a couple things. He is in this movie for a couple of good
Couple
scenes.
scenes,
Which,
yeah.
To give some context, I enjoy this movie. I've seen it 4 times maybe. I know that I saw it once by myself. Then I think I've seen it twice with a friend because I showed it to her, and she loves the movie as well. So it's one of those things where we both will sort of ask ourselves, do we want to watch Booksmart today? Just out of nowhere consistently. So it's a movie that I've gone back to quite frequently. I think I would see it at least once a year, but it's good. I enjoy it. I enjoy it very much.
Yeah, I've seen this once. It would have been sometime senior year of college. It might have actually been around the same time I watched John Wick 3, even though when I actually watched it was like November as opposed to May when it came out. I think I saw this on Hulu as soon as it got added, and I really dug it the one time I saw it, and now it's 2 years later, a little over 2 years later. So we'll see how this movie has aged for me, because, I mean, obviously that's not a lot of time to age, but it's still enough time removed from when I watch it that my tastes have changed. So we'll see. We'll see how it's different this time.
Exactly. We are watching this on Hulu. So if you have the ad, play through the whole ad. Hopefully Hulu doesn't give you a mid-roll like it did for me when I was watching Pig. It gave me 2, which is so stupid. Anyways.
Yeah.
But if you have the Blu-ray of the film, or if you have it on Amazon or Vudu, Movies Anywhere, wherever you have the movie, you should be able to just click play at 00, and it should just go into the opening logos. It should be a fun time with
Yeah.
a fun movie. So Nick, you ready?
I am ready.
Cool. I'm ready. We're going to do the 3, 2, 1 countdown like we usually do. You guys know the drill by now. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Go. CD
Now,
player
it says-
clacking.
Yeah. Up next, it says Dear White People. You ever seen it?
No, I've not seen it. I thought that was a Netflix show.
It's a Netflix show based on a Spike Lee movie.
Oh, wait, is it?
Yes, right? Spike Lee did Dear White People. Unless I'm wrong, which I could be.
No, I think
almost off.
you're thinking of She's Gotta Have It that they made a Netflix show out of.
He did do She's Gotta Have It.
I'm pretty sure there's not a Spike Lee movie called Dear White People that exists.
Let's see. I'm looking it up right now.
Okay. We're ignoring the beginning of this movie here.
Sorry, no. It was directed by Justin Simeon.
But it was a movie, okay.
It was a movie, yes. I knew that it was a movie.
You ever just meditate and think, fuck them and their stupid fucking faces?
Yeah, all the time, actually.
Yeah. Quite frequently, in fact.
You ever have this kind of friendship?
No, not really, if I'm being honest.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I didn't really hang out with friends, like, in person much in school. Like, until high school when my friends actually had cars, and then I did not have a car in high school. I was going to bring that up. So it was...
See, I didn't have this, like, friendship where we would get out of the cars dancing or anything
No.
like that. But
Definitely
we
not me.
definitely over-compliment each other. It's great.
I'm too much of like a ball buster to ever compliment my friends for too much at one time. That's just how I am. Lots of bumper stickers here. Thought on bumper stickers.
I don't have any.
Yeah, I don't either, and I kind of don't care, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
I have no need for a bumper sticker. I'm not so starved for attention that I will tell everyone in every car around me what this person who they have no idea about, what they think about something.
Yeah, I don't have bumper stickers, but I do have like a university sticker on my just like back window or something like that, but not.
Look, it's Theodore Lasso.
It's Ted Lasso. Someone's about to start. Yeah, might be all that you get.
So, fun fact, whenever, like, at the start when you said, hey, guys, and you held it for a long time, and then when you just did the yeah, if you hold on something for too long, it will act like I'm lagging, and it will cut you off. I think I figured that out, that's what Discord does to me. I thought I was lagging at the beginning, but no, it was just you holding that note for too long, and I couldn't hear it anymore.
Yeah.
With who?
Nick, were you class president? Hey, look, it's Chad.
Oh, it is Chad. Hey, Chad. From
Chad.
From Five Cream, everybody.
Five Cream.
Yeah. I don't think we had an official class president. We had like student council that all the jocks got put on.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly the popular girls got put on Stuco. A couple guys were in there, but it was mostly the popular girls. Yeah, we didn't have some of the stuff that high schools have. Like, I would have to check my senior yearbook, but I don't think we had superlatives or anything.
I think we did have superlatives, but I wasn't actually at my high school for senior year.
Oh.
I know I'm in there. I know that there's superlatives. I know that we had a class president, but I don't know anything about what happened that year.
Mm.
That's where I know her from. Because I was thinking to myself, where do I know this woman from? It was actually when I was watching Space Force, which is not good. I didn't finish it.
I watched the pilot. It was bad.
Oh,
so
wait.
I stopped.
It's not the same woman. Dang it.
Uh-oh.
Did I do the same thing again?
Did you say this live on air?
Yes.
Did you just fuck up in front of the whole world?
Is her name Miss Fine? Was that actually her name?
Apparently that's her name.
Nope, not her.
Mm.
But she is in Space Force.
Okay, so you're right.
Diana Silvers is the girl that her.
Okay.
She plays Steve Carell's daughter.
Okay. Yeah. If she's in the first episode, then I guess it's her, but I do not remember.
Yeah.
This guy's in Licorice Pizza.
I heard about that.
Yeah, he's in a few scenes. He has maybe the funniest scene in the movie.
He's also in Vacation, right?
No idea. I only know him from this.
I think he's in Vacation.
Something about his face. I'm not sure who he reminds me of, but he's got an extremely punchable face.
I knew people like Jared in high school. It sucked.
Yeah.
Now, there's at least one Dear Evan Hansen connection in this movie. Do you know about the second one?
Do I even? Oh, I guess I know the first one. Yeah. It happens later in the movie.
No, it's an actor. It was funny because it was a summer program in Barcelona.
I don't know if I know the second Evan Hansen connection.
The one in the gray blazer, he played Evan Hansen on Broadway, and him and Ben Platt are dating.
Oh, so it's a cheat. It's not in the movie.
No. Well, I mean,
is he in the movie?
No, he's not. But
okay.
Why am I forgetting her name right now?
Caitlin Dever?
Caitlin Dever. Yeah,
okay.
She's in Dear Evan Hansen. That's the other one.
Yeah, I knew that one. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Hey, that's what I was thinking. Why do theater when you could do debate?
Because theater's fun.
Yeah, because debate's actually useful.
Both improve your public speaking skills, I will say.
Somewhat. Although theater more so, I would say. Because debate is like, not, I want to say in isolation, but you have one or at most three strangers that are your judge in front of you, who are the people you're speaking to. It's not like you're speaking in front of a big crowd. So that's the difference, I would say.
Yeah.
Same with forensics.
Never did debate, but, I know of debate.
I'm allergic to work. All I want to do is goof off. Do you have skaters in your high school? Was it? I'm sure you had them. Was it a prevalent thing?
Not in the actual high school because we were a very small high school. It was a K-12 school.
Gotcha.
My graduating class was 42 students. So it was super small.
My graduating class is like 160, and I'm like, that's a fairly small class, which it is, but yeah, yours is way smaller.
Yeah. But at the university, we have skater kids that skate right outside the Starbucks.
We had at least one unicycle guy who rode a unicycle around campus. I was always impressed by that.
Those as well.
There's another. I think there was someone on campus who had a Segway. I want to say.
Do you say a boat?
Stuck on a boat, shitting in buckets. Oh, did COVID hit them while they were on that boat?
Oof.
I'll just fuck.
Beanie Feldstein. Pretty good.
Yeah.
She is gonna be playing Funny Girl on Broadway.
Funny Girl?
It's a musical that starred Barbra Streisand. Is it Streisand or Streisand? Streisand? Again, have not seen the movie.
Yeah,
but
that is a great scene.
Yes, she was in Funny Girl. Just making sure that I'm getting
Okay.
these things correctly. Did you have any girls up your vagina, Nick?
Not lately. Me with cinnamon rolls and chili.
Oh, I forgot that Billy Lord was in this movie.
Oh, yeah. I kind of did, too.
I forgot that she was in it, but she was my favorite part about it.
I was going to say, she's like generally
it.
considered the standout of this movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's the greatest offender in this movie of looks way too old syndrome.
I think Chad looks too old. I forgot Nick. Whoever plays Nick, I think he looks too old. I think he looks too
in this
old
he looks like in Scream he definitely looks too old. In this he looks like close enough for me to buy it. Caitlin Dever still looks like a high schooler.
I think in Scream it's more uniform.
Yeah,
that they all look
everyone
older,
looks like
except
that.
for Jenna Ortega. She looks like a baby.
Yeah, she's
everyone
like
else,
17 and looks 12 in Scream 5.
Yeah.
Legitimately, after never mind. Would get into spoilers if I said anything more.
Yeah.
Got some soup nups. So in my college town, there was a great ramen place that I loved to get. And they did delivery. I can't imagine having ramen delivered to me, having it in a plastic cup for like 20 minutes while the driver comes to your apartment. That seemed like it would ruin it.
Yeah.
All the noodles would get soggy. They would also get a little cold.
I know a couple people that order ramen like that.
it just absorbs all the moisture. It's not as good that way. The broth is like actually having the broth there is half of why it's enjoyable.
Mm-hmm. I do find it funny that he's drawing a dick, and this actor was in American Vandal.
Vandalism.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this movie took the inspiration of drawing dicks from the movie it remade, which was Superbad?
Might be a reference. Because
Maybe.
Superbad connection, Beanie Feldstein is Jonah Hill's sister. I'm sure all the people that have seen this know this, but in case you don't, yeah.
You ever walk in on someone talking about you and it got really awkward?
Probably.
I don't think it's happened to me. Like, it's certainly not on this scale, but I don't think it's happened to me properly. Fucking Dartmouth. Sorry, I'm just going to be making super bad references this whole time.
Now, was this ever a realization for you?
I wasn't on Molly's level. I wasn't to the point where I was above everybody. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't a point where it's like, oh, everyone I thought was beneath me is actually on the same level as me. Because, like, I went to a state school because it was legitimately the best school near me for my field.
Yeah.
So, like, I think a handful of people I graduated with, like 5 to 10, were at my school with me. Like, freshman year, I don't know how many of them actually graduated because I didn't keep in touch with them.
Yeah,
Rule
I
of
don't
threes,
think
classic
any-
video game design and screenwriting.
Yes. I don't think anyone I went to high school with went to a, like, Ivy League school. But there were a couple people where I was like, wait, you got into this? Or like,
Yeah.
wait, you got this? So I was like the same way of like, I wasn't at Molly's level. I did get a lot of really good grades. So in general, I was a very good student and still am a very good student. But I was never at Molly's level where I was like, all these people that partied and goofed off got into all these good schools or good careers. There were some
Yeah.
people that I knew that came from money that I was like, you're going to be fine no matter what you do. So, but yeah.
Yeah, by high school, I was like settled into like 3.3 to 3.5 GPA-ish. Because like math and science, I'd always kind of struggled with, and it got bad enough in high school that it was like, oh, I'm not getting a 4.0. So I wasn't trying like super duper hard. I could have, maybe pulled a 4.0 if I applied myself, but wasn't going to waste all my time trying to be perfect in math and science classes.
Yeah. I got a couple 4.0s. I was mostly 3.5, 3.8 kid.
3.5?
So, yeah, the 3.5. So I was a little bit of an overachiever. But that's just kind of my whole friend group in general. There's a bunch of overachievers. Because my friend, she was technically the valedictorian, but because she did the thing that I did where our senior year was at a community college, the principal was being a complete ass and said that she couldn't be valedictorian because credits are weighed differently. Even though if you took the same courses or whatever, she still would have been valedictorian.
Ooh, after the chat from Molly here.
Yeah. So that sucked.
Yeah, I didn't take any college credit courses, so I didn't have anything weighed. Didn't want to pay for wasn't really able to pay for the college credit at the time anyway, so it's like, yeah, I'll just kind of have a breezy senior year.
Yeah, I had
Which I did.
3 AP classes, 1, 2, 2 AP classes? Mm-hmm. Did I have 2 or 3? I had 3 AP classes my junior year. Paid for the test and all that stuff. Didn't get a high enough score to get the college credit, but whatever. I still took the classes and they were fine.
Yeah, I took a few, maybe at least one AP class. It was the college prep English class senior year. Damn, my dad thought something was funny out there.
I heard that.
Sorry, everybody. But yeah, I took that English class, and that was probably as elitist as I ever got in high school, because I was like, all the kids that the kids that I'm friends with, and also just the kids that I feel like I'm on the level of are in this class. I don't want to be, because English was the only required course by senior year. You had to do an English class. There was a regular English 4, or there was the college prep one. So I just did the college prep one, which I'm appreciative of, because I actually read a lot of good stuff that year, and I got a decent amount out of that class.
Yeah, my junior year, I did read some good stuff. But I definitely had that thing a little bit of like, I'm definitely better than this group of people.
Yeah.
Which was maybe 60% of the kids, because we had to have 5 years of math. So junior year, I was already ahead of people. Then I was taking 3 AP classes and then on a robotics team. So I had to travel out of state once, in state once, and then we won an award that I helped prepare for and present. So we won that award, which is the most prestigious that you can get for a robotics competition. So we won that, and then we were able to go to the World Championship in Houston. So there was definitely a little bit of that elitism with me.
Yeah.
Specifically junior year, but senior year, it was just so chill that I did not care.
The rest of my senior year was chill. Oh, I took a college accounting class, mostly because of the teacher. The teacher was cool. He and I were friends. So I just took that class to take it with him more than anything. And I got a B in it, mostly because he helped me out, because I did not do well on my final, and he gave me a B on the final, which let me keep my B in the class. He was cool.
Nice.
But yeah, senior year was pretty chill. Yeah, I would never be this nice to my friends to their face.
Oh, we've done it a couple times. Me and my friend Brady, who I had a lovely conversation with today. We would do that to each other, where we'd be like, "Oh, look at this dude! Look at him coming down! Look at how good he looks!" Or another one of my friends, Jacob, and we're just very open with saying that someone looks good or just having fun. Down but flip.
My dog just farted in the background.
That's lovely. Speaking about Freud, screw Freud. God, people need to stop teaching Floyd. Freud is my opinion. Floyd Mayweather.
I'm not particularly experienced with Freud. I know about Freud, but I was never taught Freud. Excuse me.
I learned Freud for like 3 years.
My favorite 2019 movie was Freud v. Ferrari, I would say, though.
Pull a block.
Damn it. My chair is so squeaky. You ever just fuck a panda? You kept that clean. I hate you.
No, I have not. Nor do I plan on it.
I was gonna ask you ever get a UTI, but that doesn't sound like a fun conversation either.
The answer is no, but I wouldn't have
no for
gone
me
into
too.
it here. I wouldn't have gone into that here.
Yeah. Okay, next question. You ever wear a beret?
Have I?
I don't think I have. Well, I certainly haven't like consciously done it. I haven't like bought and purchased a beret to wear out places. Although when I was like 14, I did have a flat cap like you would see an Irish or Scottish person wear. I had that for a while because I wanted to look dapper.
A dapper young gentleman.
With my t-shirt and basketball shorts and tennis shoes, of course. You have to complete the ensemble with a flat cap. No, I didn't have Zubas until like a month ago.
I know you didn't have Zubas, but still, just that.
Oh, that's what's her name, Lisa Kudrow, right?
Yeah, Lisa Kudrow.
Mm-hmm.
Pull a block, Lisa. Pull a block.
I think you're like a second ahead of me. 1 or 2 seconds. The
Grinch.
What'd you do the night before graduation?
Nothing. I think I worked.
Oh, damn.
I worked the day before graduation. I might have worked the day of graduation. Left work to go to like the practice or whatever. Come back. No, then I went home, showered, got ready for graduation, had graduation, and that was it.
So I remember, well, the day before graduation, which was the Friday, we had my graduation party, which was at a friend's house because she had a better house to host it than we do. Had like, family and friends, and then a bunch of people I had not seen in years and years come over and give me money and all that stuff, which was fun. This is pre-drinking, obviously, because I'm actually one of those squares who didn't drink until he was 21. And then the next day, which is graduation day, I think I spent some of my money. We went out, I think, just on errands at the beginning of the day. I didn't realize it was just going to kind of be a normal day until we had to go to the school for graduation. So, we went to Target, and that's when I bought the Raimi Spider-Man movies on Blu-ray. That's a fun fact. I bought those on the day of graduation. That was my graduation weekend.
I just noticed the Aunt Viv reference. Aunt Viv is Will's aunt in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, I know that.
So they make. I just got that joke.
Who they recasted, right?
A little slow. Yes, but they're just essentially saying that his aunt is rich.
Have I told my ghost pepper story?
No, I don't think I've ever heard this.
Okay, so freshman or sophomore year of high school, I sat down and I was eating lunch. We had fries, and I think I had gotten some ketchup on my on the side of my fries, and then I looked away for 1 second, and then I went back to eat my fries, and I was like, the ketchup looks a little watery on top of my fries. And then I took a bite, and then I took a couple more bites, and then about half a minute later, I guess, like 30 seconds later, my tongue was on fire. And so I pretty much went and made love to the water fountain until it was time to get back to class. And then when I was in class, it was about 90 minutes of agony. We had like 85-minute classes, I think. And it was agony the entire time. And I maybe finally got over it that night. But it was absolute torture. Some kid snuck ghost pepper hot sauce on my fries, and I've never forgiven him for it to this day.
Dang, I'm sorry to hear that.
He's not listening to this.
No, I listened.
No, I meant the kid who put the ghost pepper on my fries. He's definitely not listening to this. I think he moved away before we graduated anyway. Great airflow back there. What's up?
What's up? Respect.
Respectfully.
Internalizing the revolution. Insanity. Oh, yeah.
Fuck, boy.
Fantasy.
Hey, Sam, buddy. No girlfriend for me. Mm-hmm.
If this was Euphoria, it would definitely have like the needle, it'd have the band, there'd be a spoon, a lighter in there, and then they'd just be like, "Oh shit, hold up,
These kids don't go to Euphoria
let's hit
High
it."
School.
Yeah, they don't go to Euphoria High.
That's not the actual name of the school, is it?
No,
Okay, just making
everyone
sure. I
just
figured
calls
that
it
was a meme
Euphoria
name, but I
High.
also am not going to watch that show, so I did not know.
No, don't watch it. You'd hate it.
Oh, I'm aware. I've seen scenes, and I'm well aware.
Do you ever watch people of like native languages review how it's used in movies or shows?
No, but that would be good.
I do it all the time. So I'll watch like people that speak Mandarin being like reviewing the uses of Mandarin in shows or movies or like
You ever have
French.
drugs in your orifices? Sorry.
Technically, I have drugs in my orifices right now. I have a Benadryl, but
Oh. I was tired when we started this. You're going to be tired by the time we end this.
you know, it doesn't hit me as hard.
Really?
It sometimes it does, but since I've eaten today, I should be good.
Okay. Good,
But
good.
there's a reason why I take it at night.
Yeah. I totally interrupted your anecdote. What were you talking about?
I don't remember.
That's how it goes.
I was just talking about people reviewing language use.
Yes,
in
that's right.
films.
That's right. You do not want to come to my lame house party. All I will do is play video games. I'll put some
Right, me
Blink-182 on in the background.
Why did I think his? Wow, I'm very much in a Star Wars mood. I thought his sweater said Babu Frick.
It says Fairfax, bro.
It says Fairfax.
How did you get Babu Frick from Fairfax?
The F and the R.
Nope, that's not enough. I'm sorry. Not enough to excuse that. Now, I definitely knew some well-off kids. I don't think I knew anyone this rich.
I
least
knew
not-
people that said they were this rich.
I don't even know if I knew people that said that. I have a town, like, my hometown is, like, fairly well-to-do, I would say. Like definitely, like, maybe slightly above average. But, yeah, no one this rich. We had some big houses and all that, but...
Yeah, none of my friends were ever this well off or said they were this well off or had anything to show that they were this well off. But some other kids definitely said they were.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't hang out with that group of people. That air horn ruined so much for like
Iconic air
3
horn.
years. It is iconic.
I can't?
Oh.
She's a tryhard. What would you rather eat, a chicken spring roll or a lamb meatball?
I don't like either, but I guess because it says chicken, I'll go with chicken.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. I don't know what a spring roll is exactly.
Yeah.
I know what a meatball is. I have a good idea of what a meatball is.
Yeah.
Might as well jump, jump.
The theme song of Ready Player One.
I don't remember that, actually.
Oh my god, it was used in every promotional trailer, and it was like the first song that you hear within like 5 minutes of the movie.
I believe you, I just don't recall it. I watched that movie once.
My boss, who was my friend's dad, he was saying like, you know, me and my wife, we're these kinds of people, you know, blah blah blah, whatever he was saying. He's like, and it's so weird that I raised a child and all of his friends that never once wanted to throw a party in my house. It's like, yeah, we didn't. Like, it was
My
just
parents
not
were
our
kind of the
thing.
same.
One of my friends, one or two of my friends were really into like, bro, let's throw a party, let's do it. And I'm like, why?
Yeah, like a couple of my friends, they partied with other people. Like my best friend's a couple years older than I am, and my friends like that I graduate with party with him a little bit. But like my main friend group, we're not like throw party kind of people. We will gather and we'll have some drinks and play video games, but it's not that bad. Or not, I don't want to say not that bad, but
No,
it's not
extreme.
yeah. It'll be like 5 of us at most hanging out. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of how it always was. His involvement in this movie feels kind of awkward in hindsight now.
Yeah, I never was into this moment as much as everyone else.
I just meant the fact that, you know, who directed this is why he's in it. Mm-hmm. Did we mention that Olivia Wilde directed this? I don't think we ever actually mentioned that.
No, we never did. Olivia Wilde directed this movie.
Yeah, this is her debut. I don't know if it's officially her debut.
I think it is.
Did she have a feature before this, like a little one, like John Krasinski had before he did Quiet Place?
I don't know. I think this is like her debut.
I believe so.
Now, Nick, imagine this as a video game, but on the Wii U. So whenever you're close, the Wii U tablet would rumble.
Oh, that sounds amazing. The Wii U, any mention of the Wii U is the way to my heart.
I know. I saw your tweet yesterday.
Like, that's... Okay, the TV remote on the Wii U, let's talk about it for a second. That is legitimately a handy-ass feature. Extremely handy.
It was a fun feature.
Yeah. Did you need to design that into a gaming console? No. Is it handy if you have it on hand? Yes. I think you should be playing some Silk Sonic here.
Right?
Like, should have gone to the future.
777.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on like fairy lights or like the lights that are in that car?
When I tell you I have legitimately no thoughts, like none at all, absolutely
Gotcha.
not. In a car, they seem unnecessary. Also seem like they would impair my driving as the driver of the vehicle. But that's pretty much it.
Gotcha.
A sexy documentary. ever share earbuds with people?
Yes.
It's gross. I don't think I ever actually did it. Or I might have done it once or twice, but never with my own pair.
They're so interested.
Massive F in the chat for what's about to happen.
Right? Hold on, I like his response.
Now here's an idea. We should recut the scene, but instead of that, we should play the soundbite from episode 50 of The Winger Show.
Yes. I never went to one of these.
Oh, God, no. Oh, Cat just told Christian
About?
that we should have him on our Godzilla vs. Kong commentary. I guess
Oh.
we're mentioning this on the air now.
Well.
I know people love murder mysteries. I could not care less about participating in a murder mystery thing.
One second. You didn't pause it, did you?
No.
All right, cool. I'm still going. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
making sure. This is like another good reveal.
How the fuck?
Dig deeper. Cindy, I swear to fucking God.
That's a good cut. I think her name being Cindy is like 90% of the reason that joke works.
Yeah.
It's like a throwaway joke, but the fact that she's named Cindy is just funny.
Asian.
I couldn't leave that clean. I chuckled at it. To be clear, he's referencing a soundbite from Wangers.
Yes.
If anyone doesn't know.
Most of our audience knows.
Yes.
But yes.
Not everyone might.
No, not everyone does.
Yeah. I am slightly irked by the fact that this didn't hit until they knew they had it in their system.
Yeah.
But also,
have you ever
it could be
taken a
them making
drug?
it out to be worse than it is because they're conscious of it now.
Yeah.
I forgot all about this scene.
Yeah.
All about this scene.
That's a good soundbite right there.
First pitch. No, I'm not going to say it. I almost said it. We have enough of the soundbites from Stardew.
Yeah, we do.
Long live the king.
No!
Mounds.
Speaking about mounds, your thoughts on this candy?
I don't think I've ever had it. I've heard of it. I couldn't tell you what it is, and I'm pretty sure I have not had it.
I think it's like another Almond Joy, like in that.
Not a big nut guy. I didn't realize that until too late.
Yep, got that. Wow.
You got that clean?
That one
Yeah.
was clean.
Yeah.
Jacuz.
Bacon wrapped dates. That's some rich people shit.
But bacon wrapped chicken goes very hard.
I've had some bacon wrapped steaks a couple times. Those have been pretty good. We're all right. We're all right.
Hello, Wisconsin.
I think I've watched the whole show like twice in its entirety.
I've seen it once in its entirety.
I actively watched it like I think on ABC Family after school in like 8th grade, like every day. And they played it in order, thankfully. You ever drug someone and throw them off a boat?
Not in real life.
What game did you do that in?
Well, GTA.
You can. I don't think you can drug someone in GTA.
No, but I mean, like, you play with friends, one of them starts smoking something, and then you just push him over.
So via technicality.
Yeah. You ever feel like you can't like someone?
Legitimately, I don't think so. I don't think I've ever had that point with anyone. Where I'm like ashamed of liking someone.
I don't think it's so much ashamed of liking someone because it's also herself hating herself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also her being like, I can't get attached to this person because they wouldn't get attached to me in that same way.
Yeah.
Whenever someone says footnote, I can only think about School of Rock when Jack Black is about to leave the band when he gets voted out. He's like, you guys are going to be a funny little footnote on my epic ass. And he turns around and he kicks the cymbal.
I didn't remember this moment until you mentioned it.
Yeah, buddy. Beginning of the film. It's maybe like the first 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, once you said it, yeah.
Now, libraries. Your thoughts?
My thoughts on libraries?
Yeah.
I'm glad they exist. Books are cool, even though I don't read as much as I used to, just because, I don't have the time. But, I mean, they're a good resource. I hope they can, stay alive.
Yeah.
I don't know what you wanted me to say about libraries.
I don't know. Libraries were how I read comics for a long time.
Oh, yeah. I won't like actually go, but I'd be curious to see what the comic selection looks like in the library in my hometown.
It's volumes of stuff. So
A couple of my friends worked there, so I could actually probably ask them and they would remember.
yeah.
What's like the meme pizza? Is it like
Meat?
it's like no cheese and left sausage or something? What is it? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Hold on. You could tell Beanie Feldstein was trying not to laugh.
Trying not to break.
Break, yes. The saucer of milk is so specific.
Yeah. There's a point where it's
Hello?
like this guy is making good points, then it's like, oh,
Is
this
he
guy
lagged
is
out?
making too good a
I wonder
point.
how long it'll take for him to acknowledge that. Are you back, sir?
And was that a me issue? My Discord
Yes.
was lagging me out apparently.
Yeah, that was a you issue.
Okay. It was doing the boom 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 back and forth.
Yep. So I see you were asking about the meat pizza?
Yeah, so I found it. It's let's see. None cheese with left beef. Are you aware of this?
No.
So it's like it became like a meme. These like you have all the delivery instructions for like just any pizza place online, and I think this is Domino's. You can choose between like if you want your toppings on the whole, the left, or the
Yeah.
right of your pizza. So or you have a none. So they chose none of literally everything. So no cheese, no sauce, nothing else, and then just beef on the left side of the pizza. So the meme is that it's none cheese with left beef. I'm going to send you a picture of none cheese with left beef.
Mm.
I was about to ask, you ever drain your phone battery because you're streaming too much porn?
The answer is no.
Yeah, it's legitimately a no for me.
It's a no from me, dog.
So I sent you the none pizza with left beef. Do we ever hear where they live?
I assume it's California.
Yeah.
I just assume you live in California, Atlanta, New York. I just assume you live in one of those three places most of the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much unless they stay otherwise. I'm pretty sure Superbad is set in California, even though they never say.
Yeah.
Even though the two guys who wrote it that the main characters are based on are Canadian.
Gilmore Girls. You ever seen it?
No.
Me neither.
Even to this day, I get Golden Girls and Gilmore Girls mixed up when I hear about them.
I don't, but...
I'm pretty sure Golden Girls is the one with the old ladies.
Yes.
Okay.
Is this like me with Martin Sheen and Martin Short?
I guess, even though I feel like...
They both have the word girls in it, so you...
But I feel like you should know better with Martin Sheen and Martin Short. I have never watched a second of either of those shows.
Oh, me neither.
You've seen Martin Sheen and stuff. You've seen Martin Short and stuff. You should know the difference.
I should. But, sometimes I don't. Speaking about being banned from stuff, did you know that I'm banned from Tinder?
What? Elaborate. What did you do?
You sounded like Will Smith when Jada Smith was being interviewed. Now, what did you do, Jada?
You got into an entanglement on Tinder.
An entanglement? Yeah, I got into an entanglement. So 2019, created a Tinder account, and I was using it more so to meet friends. Didn't meet anyone through there or anything like that, but that's what I was using it for. I was like, it was a friend account or whatever. Then I deleted it. Then I went to go re-download it in 2020, and I don't know why I didn't recognize my account, or maybe I deleted my account entirely. I think that's what it was. I deleted my account in 2019, then I redid it in 2020. And when I went to go enter my birth date, for some reason, it wouldn't do the correct one. So it didn't think that I was 18. So since 2020, I am banned for 5 years until it thinks that I'm 18. So I still got another 3 more to go.
Wait, so they actually have an option for younger than 18?
No. So when it kept putting in my birth date incorrectly, I tried to click 2001 multiple times, but it wouldn't do it. So it thought that I was born in 2006. So yeah, I'm banned from Tinder for another 3 years.
Yeah, my question is why do they have the years there if they're if it's a person that's not 18? Why do they even have those years in their system?
People are trying to get in. But
I guess.
It's stupid. So yeah, now you know why I'm banned from Tinder for 3 years.
Yeah, it wasn't as interesting of a story as it could have been, I suppose.
No. But it's a good soundbite to say. I ever tell you about when I was banned from Tinder?
You ever hear the tragedy of why I was banned from Tinder? Although it is kind of funny that you tried it again in 2020.
Yeah.
Before the world ended, I'm guessing?
Yes, February.
Gotcha. So it would have been funny if you did it after the world ended. He's like, hey, not supposed to breathe on anyone right now. You want to meet up?
Oh, people definitely still did.
Oh, I'm sure. So my friend just sent me a snap. He's in law school. He was reading some text, and apparently there was a case where someone was named Glucksberg, and all I could think was Gluck 9000. We have barely talked about this movie.
We've talked about it a little bit. It's the same
A
thing that
little
happened
bit,
with
yeah.
Elf. We talked a lot about our high school experience, though.
Yes, we did. I think I've exhausted my discussion of my high school experience. I watched movies, I played video games, I stayed at home most of the time.
Yeah.
I did play competitive beer pong my senior year of high school, though. I won some money at that.
I didn't play competitive beer pong, but I have played beer pong before. And I went on a 3-round winning streak.
Damn.
But I was also sober, so...
Yeah, I was too.
had
So,
the
like, competitive
advantage.
beer pong, like, actual tournaments that you play in public, like, legitimate ones, they don't have beer in the cups. They have, it's like a gel layer, at least, that in the cups that we used to weigh it down. So, like, there's a bar that my parents went to that, like, my cousin worked at, that, like, all their friends go to. So, like, the bartender was fine. She let me in. Like, as long as I wasn't drinking, I was fine to be there, and as long as my parents were there. Oh, she's there again.
Yep.
But yeah, so I was there one night with him just because they were going to go there, and it was before we got home, so I was just there with them, and I ended up playing in the tournament. And I won the first night with my cousin. I was fairly decent at it, and I won a handful of games. So the first one I won was October 2015. That was how I funded Halo 5 Guardians. Buying
Very
that.
sorry to hear that.
Me too. And then the next year was how I paid for the Skyrim remaster.
Now,
Eek,
Nick,
karaoke.
can you name who sings this song?
The actual singer of the song here?
Yes.
I can't really hear the song.
The name of the song is Boys by Lizzo from the album 'Cause I Love You.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that.
Released in 2019, too.
I think that was... No, it was American Pie was how I noticed how late movies put their needle drops in. Because American Pie came out in, like, May of 99, I want to say. And they had a song from Enema of the State from Blink in there. I think they had Mutt in there. That album came out in, like, March of 99, I want to say. So it was like, as they were finishing the movie, they got that song in there. I actually want to look up the release dates here because I don't want to be wrong. What's your go-to karaoke song?
I don't know, because I've never done karaoke.
Never done it? Yeah,
No.
I haven't either.
I'm thinking maybe Shake It by Metro Station. That's a good one to sing, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay, so I was a little wrong. Enema of the State was released in June of 99. American Pie was in July of 99, so it's actually a closer turnaround than I even thought.
But they probably had access to it early.
Well, it's interesting because like Blink was getting bigger at that point, but that was kind of their big breakout album.
Yeah, when most people talk about Blink, they talk about Enema.
It's that and Afterward.
Yeah. Now, has this whole subplot aged well?
I mean, in 2 or 3 years since. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember how this ends, so I guess I'll get back to you later.
Sounds good. Till you die, but you're still alive, but not here to remind you. Seems like fun.
Got to be around the right people, I think, to enjoy karaoke.
Yeah.
Doing it with our Discord family sounds like the one way to get me to have fun with karaoke. Alan.
Alan.
It's iconic
Wake up,
cinema.
Alan.
These eyes cry every night. Oh, that's Michael Cera and Superbad. I'm so sorry.
He's definitely a theater kid. That's such a theater kid thing to say. Jesus Christ, I have horror stories.
I have less than you do because I would not let myself be solely around theater people.
Yeah, he doesn't care for the arts, guys.
Yep, definitely not reflected by the field that I'm working in.
Yeah. I have a very specific, like, flick.
Swish and flick.
Of, like, the wrist. Like, when you're, like, there is a specific way to do it.
Yes. Not like a one-size-fits-all way to do it,
No.
but...
It's like,
But,
you know, like, did you ever do, like, the boy? Like, flick of the wrist?
What?
Oh, you don't know about this? Oh God, we're talking about Harry Potter. Nope, we're gonna talk over this entire part.
No.
So
What
there
I
was a
heard
whole,
out of context was you saying the words, "Have you ever done the boy?" That was all I heard. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
So like, boy was like a meme for a while, right? Where people would be like, boy, like.
No, literally no idea what you're talking about.
Oh my God. Anyways, it was a thing where they'd say boy, but they would like put their left hand flat horizontally, and then they'd use their right hand and go like boy and sort of like slice it on their hand. And so I just take that wrist movement and I use that for Pong.
I am woefully out of touch.
Like you also go at an angle, so you gotta like do the little hop with it. It's so fun.
I don't think I had like much of a flick in my shot motion. It's been a few years since I played now, but definitely not as much as other people did. Other people, I think, a lot of competitive people overthink the way they shoot in beer pong.
Yeah,
it's all about feel.
That. It is
like you have to have a little bit mechanically of like you have to be somewhat consistent mechanically, but a lot of it's just based on feel.
Yeah, and I'm terrible at sports. Like I'm really bad, but getting a little ball in a cup I can do pretty well, which isn't bad.
I did not expect us to actually break down the mechanics of beer pong in this commentary.
Now, when you play, okay, no, we're gonna get into this. When you play, do you play with the blowing rule, where like if you blow the ball out, the other team has to take a drink and take a cup out?
So competitively, we don't do that. I think back in my cousin's garage when my parents were there, because all my cousins are older than me, so that'd be why. I was just there as a kid. I believe you could not blow on it, but you could like if you could
like pull it out.
Yeah, like flip it out with your finger before it falls down.
Yes.
I don't think it was actually a rule that the other team could drink, but I think it negated the cup.
It might have negated the cup, but it was something along those lines, right?
Yeah.
See, there's that
something
rule,
like that.
And then there's the other rule of if you hit a cup before it goes into another one, then both cups are out. That's another rule.
I don't think we ever played by.
Yeah, that's a rule that we've played by.
This is a good twist here, by the way.
This is a good twist.
I forgot that I knew that Caitlin Deaver's story did not go right. I forgot that these two were together.
Yeah.
Now, what were the rules that you're aware of on using a bounce in beer pong?
I don't know.
Because at least competitively,
clarified.
At least competitively, the way we did it was that a bounce would count as 2 cups. I believe the people who scored got to pick the second cup that got taken. But you had to sneak it in there because the other team would be allowed to swipe it away out of the air.
Maybe we also play with that, but our teams rarely used bounce.
Yeah.
The one that we did
You need to catch someone being distracted.
Yeah, the one that we did do was that if both players from a team get the balls into a cup, if each of them gets one in, then both cups are gone and they go again.
Yes, you get the balls back. You just or actually no. If both competitively, how we did it was if both players got a cup, you would get the balls back. If you got the same cup, it would be 3 cups taken.
Yes, it was that,
and then balls back. Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't 3 cups. Maybe it was you would pick another cup. But yes, it was that thing of if both get in there, then 1 cup goes. It might have been 3. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and it worked out because every 3 cups is a new consolidation of the cups into a pattern.
Now, when you guys, we're going very in depth into playing this episode. Do you do like the rule of you have 3 refreshes of configurations?
I mean, it works out because if you go at 7 cups, 4 cups, like you only need 2 if you start at 7 and then you do another one at 4. Because our rule was that I don't know if it was a rule, but like you had to get to 7 cups before you could change the consolidation.
Gotcha. Because for us, we could change it, I believe, 3 times whenever we wanted, but we would always wait until we got to like the last 4 to do it.
Yeah, you could. I think waiting that long is not the best idea because they can get so staggered.
Yeah, but remember when it was me and my teammate playing, we were going very quickly through them.
Yeah,
so it was fairly easy.
I'd also like to mention before we talk over this whole scene that when the audio cuts out here is fantastic.
It is very good.
And everyone takes notice slowly. Now this is a portrayal on par with the reveal that McLovin is going to be rooming with Michael Cera at Dartmouth.
I think this one hits harder than the McLovin.
It does,
Dartmouth
but also
one.
I just have to keep referencing Superbad.
Yeah. I think this one just hits harder because it's not completely apparent, whereas with Superbad, it's very apparent of what's going on.
Have you checked Safari Zone the last couple minutes?
No, should I?
Yeah.
Okay.
No comment on what's actually in there.
I see.
You're a bad art friend. Do you remember the bad art friend from a couple months ago? That article?
No.
Oh, I need to find it and send it to you. It is absolutely bizarre. I don't even remember exactly what it was about. I just know it was the weirdest thing. Although, we'll say, they actually let that conversation go a lot longer than I remembered before they cut out. This is a very long article, so I don't expect you to actually read it, but this is the article. Just Google Bad Art Friend, folks, if you are curious. It's a New York Times article from October of 2021.
Speaking of bad, you ever listen to Bad Sons?
I don't know what Bad Sons is.
They're a band.
I kind of gathered that much, but... Is that me? I feel like that's me.
Yeah. You ever get into a fight with someone and then start making out with them?
Again, not recently.
Me neither. There he is, King.
My man.
He gets the pass. He can say my man.
This movie's like enjoyable up until the last 5 minutes, but then it just gets really good the rest of the way.
Gotcha. You're saying the last 5 minutes that we watched.
Yeah, up until the reveal, that twist. I think it's like enjoyable to that point, but everything after that till the end is great, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah, I did not verbalize that correctly.
Yeah, because I thought you said movie's enjoyable up until the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then
it is, and then it
everything
gets
is
better
great
at
after.
that point.
And I thought you
It's
meant
what I
like
meant.
once they get like
I know how that came off.
Yeah, I was just confused.
Airplanes and musicals, huh?
There was me and my friends did create a pyramid scheme for airlines. We had we created a fake pyramid scheme. Not really, but we were saying like, all right, so the three of us will all get into the airplane business. You will be the person that makes the planes. You'll be the person that's like the air traffic controller, and then you'll just be like the hostess that just goes around with the cart giving people peanuts and stuff.
Do you get airplane anxiety?
No, never. I love airplanes. I love travel.
Yeah, I just like I've only been on a couple, maybe 3 or 4. The first flight I can really remember was a week after my family and I watched We Are Marshall, so that was not the best time for me to fly a plane. I don't know if you know anything about that movie.
Never heard of it.
It's a football movie based on a true story from like the 60s or 70s. That let me finish. That the Marshall University football team and everyone on board. Well, I think one person survived, but it was an airplane crash and like pretty much everyone died. So 8-year-old me got on a plane to Colorado like a week after watching that movie. So I was terrified about plane crashes after that.
Yeah. See,
and since then,
that's
like,
not my
I still
story. Because for me, it would be if I did have airplane anxiety, which I don't really. It would be because my dad would always tell me the story about Reba McEntire's music team. And she was like getting done with the concert and everyone was flying home, but she stayed back that night. And everyone, pretty much the entire crew, all the musicians, anyone except for Reba got on that plane and they all died.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
It's
like the Seth MacFarlane story that he missed his flight on 9/11 and he would have died.
Which means we wouldn't have had the masterpiece that is Ted. Dang it, I should have said A Million Ways to Die in the West.
I was going to say, I thought that's where you were going to go with it. We wouldn't have the Orville on Fox.
We wouldn't.
I think it's just on Hulu now.
We wouldn't have the Cleveland.
The Cleveland Show.
Yeah, the Cleveland Show.
Yeah. Do you know who had a recurring voice role on the Cleveland Show?
No, who?
David Lynch.
David Lynch, really?
Oh yeah, he does a lot of I don't know, acting. I guess is technically the word for it, but he appears in a lot of stuff. Usually as himself.
David Lynch is an anomaly to me because on one hand, I think he's just very chill. But then sometimes I hear him have that argument like, on your fucking phones.
On your fucking telephone.
On your fucking telephones. And then I'm like, okay, well then this dude definitely has something like, pretentious. Ugh. Oh, you ever just throw up on someone?
Yes, actually.
I don't want to hear it.
I think I told this story. It's not that terrible. It was just like fifth grade, and I was on the school bus, and we were like waiting to go inside. The bus was just stopped there, so we were all waiting. And I was talking to the girl on the seat across from me, and just out of nowhere, didn't even know it was coming. I just puked on her. Like, literally no warning. Usually my stomach will be feeling weird before I puke, but it just didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Should have listened to your friend.
Yep. See what? See, I would have done the La La Land thing of everyone else freezes around her except for her as she's walking through the party and seeing everyone's life and sort of coming to realization about her own life and how she spent high school and the things that she cared about most.
But you guess you're just built different?
Yes, but I guess I'm just built different. It's not bad.
I will not die a monster. I don't know why that's what I thought of there, but
I don't know. And then I like a lot of these just like side characters because it could be really easy to have them just all be really surface level. And for the most part, a lot of them are.
I was gonna say, I think they are. All the theater kids are extremely cliche.
Oh no, all the theater kids are. But like
they don't get that extra scene with the depth that the other characters do.
I like what they do with Jared as well. I like that. I like his character. I like his relationship with Gigi. Like there are good side characters in this that I do enjoy, rather than just having like Greg in Superbad, where a lot of them don't matter outside of McLovin, Seth, and Fogel.
Yeah, but I will say all those bit characters in Superbad to me are incredibly memorable. Like, there's not really a wasted character in that movie. Everyone has like at least one funny moment to me, even if they're only in there for a scene. Whereas some of these characters I don't find particularly memorable.
Yeah. And also, I know that I said McLovin and Fogel are two different people. They're the same person. I just couldn't remember Michael Cera's character. Evan. I got it as soon as you said Evan.
You ever sue someone?
No, but in college we would always do that thing of like run over me. That way I can get money. Do it.
That way I can pay my college off.
Yeah. I feel like that's a very bad thing that students just go around being like, run over me, do it, I'll get money from it. America, look into that.
I'll either die and be free of the stress of college, or I'll get a lot of money and I'll be able to pay it off.
Exactly.
It's a win-win.
It is a win-win. I hate that. I don't know why I just saw that and I freaked out. Why is the charging port at the top of the phone?
I don't know. Is it an iPhone?
No, it's a Samsung.
Oh, okay. I'm like, iPhones are at the bottom.
All phones are at the bottom. Unless I think
Did Jared really send her 26 texts? Did you see that?
You ever send someone 26 texts? I sent you what,
No.
like 7 on Monday?
Yeah, but it was like overnight over a course of like 5 hours while I was asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't catch that before.
You've seen it once. Never mind. I've seen it multiple times.
I'm sure I saw it then, but again, I don't even remember that character from the first time.
Yeah. You ever have a friend who you have divine chemistry with that's palpable?
I started a podcast with one. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Even though we've never met, and I mean, shouldn't say we'll never meet, but who knows when that'll actually happen.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't have the money to just fly to Arizona on a whim.
No, and I don't want to go to Kansas.
I was gonna say I wouldn't want you to come to Kansas. There's nothing to do here. You don't like football. You don't like basketball.
No.
What are your thoughts? What's your thoughts on restaurant barbecue?
Barbecue's good.
Barbecue from a restaurant? I don't know. My personal experience, my dad's good enough on the smoker that it's like that's much better than any barbecue I would get at a restaurant.
Gotcha. Remember when this song was just used all of 2019?
This is a trailer song for.
It was just for
Feels
this
like
and
for
Good
everything.
Boys. Our principal was such an ass. He didn't let us decorate our caps.
I'm not sure if we decorated our caps.
My friend has a really cool graduation cap.
I think we did actually. In college, I know we got to, because like, what are you gonna do? You gonna stop a 22-year-old from putting stickers on their hat?
Yeah, my friend made a arc reactor for his helmet, or not his helmet, for his cap,
helmet.
for his cap, and he put in there part of the journey is the end. And I'm like, that's a really cool cap, and it lit up too.
I'm pretty sure people got to decorate theirs, but I did not decorate mine.
No, our principal didn't let us decorate our caps. Not that I had anything creative that I would have done, but
Yes.
like,
Yeah,
it's
same.
still a nice option. Like, why are you gonna be such a
Yeah.
butt?
Although what I will say is that for whatever reason, we were not allowed to do senior pranks, even though everyone before us got to.
I think they did senior pranks, but again, I don't know. I was out of touch with my entire senior year. But to be fair, I chose that, and I'm very grateful that I did.
Yeah, we had like an assembly like early in the senior year where that was made clear, like among other things, with just the seniors. I don't remember anything in particular that the year before us did to make them stop doing it, but yeah, we weren't allowed to do senior pranks.
Yeah. So there were a couple things that I did miss out on. Senior pranks didn't do. Senior ditch day didn't do. Couldn't go on senior trip because finals and
Senior
stuff,
trip,
so.
I don't even think that's a thing for us. We didn't. I didn't go on any field trips after middle school.
We went to the good old Disneyland is where they went.
Coastal Elite.
Coastal Elite, baby.
Yeah, let's just replay the song on loop.
Right?
You ever just drive like this?
No.
Yeah, I think I'm a pretty good driver by now. Now, this whole sequence is heightened to a point that does annoy me.
I don't care.
Because, like, yeah, I don't really care at this point, but it does feel inconsistent with the rest of the movie because it's, like, so ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous. But
I'm fine with, like, a grand gesture at the end of your movie, but this is a little much. Also, our graduation was inside because of rain.
Our graduation was inside because we had 42 students.
Did you have, like, a football field for your district?
Our district had two other schools that had well over like 2,000 students. And then there was another one that was pretty big that also had a football field. So we were the tiniest of the schools by far. The rest of the district was actually pretty well sized.
Isn't convenient, like, very fortunate and convenient that all of our characters that we know are near the front.
Yeah.
We were organized alphabetically.
We were too.
Yeah, so does everyone just have last names starting in the beginning of the alphabet here? Ooh, you know what would have been sick if they sorted everybody by GPA.
Oh.
So all the best GPAs were in the front. Because there's like all the people that are going to the big schools are in the front here. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Valedictorian speeches kind of just piss me off because it's such a bunch of people speaking out of their asses.
We had more than one valedictorian speech. I think we had a handful. I'm guessing that was like the salutatorian and then whatever the third place one was. I think we had 3 speeches.
We had 2. We had valedictorian and salutatorian.
Yeah.
Salutatorian.
And then our valedictorian at the end, he was like, yeah, I'm kind of sick of this. I want to take my cap off and I want to go home. So he just, finished the speech and threw his hat in the air.
I don't know why, but I missed this scene of like everyone graduating and taking off their caps and just throwing it up.
I threw mine up like 1 foot in the air. I was like not interested in participating, but I also didn't want to look like I wasn't participating.
We all threw ours up.
This is a good joke.
This is.
If her name was Annie here, it would have been perfect.
Yeah. I do love the cuts back to Beanie Feldstein and her in the window.
Mm-hmm. We all need a ride or die like that.
We all do.
Botswana. You ever crushed on a couch in Botswana?
No.
Not recently.
No, not recently. Not that I could think of. God, 28-hour flights. I could not. There are places that I want to go to, like Japan and all that stuff. And
Yep,
I'm
Japan's the one for me. Like 18-hour flight or whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm like, ugh.
That's a good philosophy. Got to get that bag.
Gotta get that back. Exactly. That would be on r/who the fuck up. See, if this was super bad, it would simply just end with them saying bye to each other and then.
Yeah, because it's realistic.
Hurriedly.
This ending is great.
I do
but the
love
Superbad
the last
ending is
line.
also great because the Superbad ending is like, oh shit, it's real now.
Yeah.
It's not just about like moving on from your best friend. It's also just about growing up. Period.
Yeah. I do love this end. I love the last line of this movie. Well, technically the last two, but.
Where are her bags?
I know, right? That's what I was thinking of.
I thought it was waffles. I remembered it being
No,
waffles.
it's pancakes.
Damn, I was wrong. Ooh, someone named Fogel wrote this movie.
Yeah.
Among other people. You think that was a fun day on set?
I think so. I think a lot of this movie was a fun day on set.
Probably. This seems like the kind of movie where everyone's just vibing and getting along.
Yes, this is a vibes kind of movie.
Yeah.
But that being said, it's still very good.
Yeah, I think I had it at 4.5 the first time I saw it, and I'm going to bump it down to 4. But
fine.
it's still great.
It's still great.
Yeah, 4.5 is just, like, that's like upper tier of any movie I see in any given year, and I wouldn't consider this that. But it's very good.
No,
like,
it's
Superbad's a full 5 because that's an all-timer to me. But, yeah, it's unfair of me to keep comparing it to Superbad. But,
Yeah,
you know.
because you were also 8, 9 when you saw Superbad. So.
And I also think it just gets better the older I get.
Yeah. But it is also that
Legitimately.
thing of, saw it when you were younger and then it sticked with you.
I like it for different reasons now than I did as a kid.
Yes.
Excuse me, than I did as a kid.
No, yeah, the same thing happens with me in School of Rock every time that I see it. I'm like, I love this even more. Because there are things that I just pick up on more. But I enjoyed
Jason
this.
Sudeikis, a Casey boy.
Cake and Sudeikis. Jake and
Sudeikis, I believe is what you said.
I think I said that.
Maybe Sudeikis, I don't remember.
Annapurna made this.
Annapurna goes off sometimes.
Annapurna made my favorite game of last year, so yeah, they do go off.
They made, well, not my favorite game of 2019, but Outer Worlds is great. Or Outer Wilds.
Outer Wilds.
I still messed it up. Two plus years later.
That's not them. You're thinking of Outer Wilds.
That's not the name.
But, guys, we did it. We hope that you guys enjoyed our commentary of Booksmart. It's a fun film.
We deviated a little bit.
We did deviate a lot through this movie. But at the end of the day...
no, I just meant from the usual movies we do.
Yeah. We went pretty simple.
Which was overdue.
Let's just watch a comedy. That has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, we were going to do Incredible Hulk at one point. Like, we will get to that soon. But I was like, neither of us were in the mood for it. And I'm like, let's just keep looking.
No, there were a couple options, but I was just sort of feeling, let's just watch Booksmart. It's fun.
Yeah.
We both were. I think both of us didn't want to say it outright, but we were both just like, let's just watch Booksmart. And I'm glad we did.
I was honestly, I think I was... One of them I probably was leaning toward, and then something happened that was like, we should wait on this one.
Yeah.
And then the other one, I'm like, yeah, we can
do this one.
I had no desire to watch Tim Story's Fantastic Four tonight, is what I will say.
Me neither. Yeah. I'm like...
I got to be in the right mood to do like a 2-hour shit post of that movie.
Yeah. But we hope you guys enjoyed us watching Booksmart. We hope that you enjoyed Booksmart. All of our links and stuff will be down in the description. By the time this comes out, there's still probably the GoFundMe for my short film. If any of you guys are interested in that, if you've made it this far, again, it'll be down in the description. But
anyway, listen to the new episode, follow us on YouTube, and comment if you have any ideas for commentaries. And also comment if you had experience with beer pong, what your beer pong rules were. We need to know.
Yes, we need to know your experience with beer pong. Really, if you just want to share any of your experiences with high school or anything like that, don't be afraid to.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be it for us tonight, guys. Bye, guys.